Let me ask you something. You're studying computer science, putting in the time, going to class, doing the homework, and you genuinely believe that's enough to get you where you want to go. It might not be, and I don't say that to scare you. I say it because I watch people graduate with the exact same degree as everyone else and end up in completely different places. Same school, same classes, but totally different outcomes. And the difference wasn't the degree. It was everything they did or didn't do around it. So let's talk about it. Here's how you might be wasting your computer science degree without even realizing it. You're treating your GPA like it's the whole game. Now this is the first and most common one. It's really easy to think of GPA as the number one thing to shoot for because that's what school is really about. That's what they care about, your GPA, right? But honestly, GPA matters way less than most CS students think. Many companies that offer internships don't have a minimum GPA requirement at all. And some places place more importance on relevant coursework and projects than on GPA entirely. A 3.9 with no projects and no internships is going to lose to a 3.2 with a strong GitHub and 2 summers of experience almost every time. Your transcript proves that you can pass tests, and it does not prove that you can build anything. The companies want the second thing. They want to see how you can build. Now, a good GPA might be useful for getting your first internship, but past that, getting other jobs, it's not going to be as useful as the projects you have on your resume. You have no real projects. This one is brutal to hear, but it does need to be said. Simply learning theory without practical application will limit your understanding. You need to engage in coding projects, internships, and real-world experience, and not just do coursework. And when I say real projects, I don't just mean tutorial projects that you followed along with on YouTube. I mean something that you came up with, something that solves a real problem. Something you can describe in one sentence and have someone immediately understand the value of. Projects should showcase your passion for technology. Recruiters want to see that your passion for tech compels you to take on challenging projects outside of the classroom. Personal projects are the advantage that CS students have, and that's what you need to be talking about in your internship in order to get it. When you walk into an interview and they ask about your projects, you want to light up. You want to have a story, and you want to be genuinely excited talking about what you built. If you're stumbling through explaining a to-do app that you built, or you're just LARPing and you're saying something that you didn't actually build, then that's a pretty big problem. Go build something that you actually care about. The third problem is you're not networking, and it's killing your job search. Most CS students make the mistake of putting all their energy into assignments and not enough into knowing people because, hey, we're computer science students for a reason, right? We're not trying to actually meet people. But networking is one of the most underused tools in a CS student's arsenal, and most people completely avoid it because it feels awkward. Get over that feeling because it's costing you opportunities every single day. If you can learn how to interact with people really well, that's going to put you so much farther ahead than a lot of other awkward computer science students. One referral is going to get your resume seen by a real human instead of an ATS filter. And that alone right there is worth more than 50 cold applications. Reach out to any alumni at companies you want to work at. Message people on LinkedIn. Ask for 20 minutes, most people will say yes. Your school genuinely wants you to get hired because it's going to make them look good, right? They want you to get hired. That's the goal of school, is to get you a job, get you a degree. There's a plethora of resources at your disposal. Campus exclusive job postings, resume reviews, career fairs, and it's just waiting to be used. And most students don't really take advantage of this. Use everything your school offers before you graduate because once you're out, those doors close. Another problem that I personally had and I didn't even know about was that you're applying way too late. I've talked about this before, but it keeps coming up because people keep making this mistake. Summer internships fill up fast. Don't think that in April you'll be able to just land one super easily. By the time most students start applying in January, the best spots are already half gone. Big tech recruiting opens in August and September for the following summers. You need to have your resume polished and ready before that date, not after. Applying early dramatically increases your chances, even if the deadline is still weeks away. Companies review applications on a rolling basis, which means the earlier you apply, the better your odds will be, regardless of the deadline on the posting. You're currently waiting to apply, so stop waiting and apply now if you can. Right now, the biggest problem I think students have is that you're letting AI think for you. This is the most current and important problem. In the age of AI tools, you should stop using ChatGPT or other AI tools to write and debug your code. You can ask it for advice, but being able to solve issues without AI is why you're in school in the first place to be a programmer. I'm really grateful that my first computer science class, I was not able to use ChatGPT because it wasn't a thing back in early 2022. So I wasn't actually able to use it for that class, or maybe I just didn't know about it. and that actually gave me a really solid foundation, which I'm really grateful about. The engineers who are winning right now are the ones who understand the fundamentals deeply enough to direct AI effectively. You can't do that if AI has been doing your thinking for you all through school. Build the foundation first and then use the tools to accelerate it. Overall, your computer science degree is not a golden ticket, and it never was. It might have been sold like that in the past, but that's not the case now. Stop optimizing for GPA alone, build real projects, network before you need to, apply earlier than feels necessary, think beyond just big tech, learn what school doesn't teach, and make sure AI is making you sharper, not replacing your thinking. Do these things and you are not wasting your degree. You're making it work for you. Subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, guys.